Learn English through story. The Legend of Atlantis. Chapter 1. The enigmatic prophecy. In the remote corners of the world, a weathered manuscript surfaces an ancient prophecy foretelling the rise and fall of Atlantis. As our protagonist deciphers the cryptic verses, a chilling realization takes hold. The fate of an entire civilization hangs in the balance. And the journey to uncover the truth begins. The prophecy unfolds in verses that seem to transcend time itself. It speaks of a land blessed by celestial forces, where the harmony of the elements governed a prosperous society. Yet, within the verses, shadows of impending doom cast an ominous pall. The balance would be disrupted, and the great city of Atlantis would face an unprecedented cataclysm. Our protagonist, drawn into the ancient words, embarks on a quest to decipher the hidden meanings. The journey takes them through dusty archives, ancient libraries, and conversations with scholars who have dedicated their lives to the pursuit of Atlantean knowledge. As the pieces of the prophecy fall into place, a sense of urgency grows, a race against time to unlock the secrets of Atlantis. Before history repeats itself, the protagonist discovers that the prophecy extends beyond mere words. It is encoded in symbols and glyphs, a visual representation of the celestial alignment that marked the rise and fall of Atlantis. Guided by this revelation, they set forth on an expedition to uncover artifacts that may hold the key to understanding the cosmic forces that shape the destiny of this legendary civilization. The first artifact, an intricately carved crystal tablet, reveals astronomical patterns that align with the celestial events described in the prophecy. It becomes evident that the Atlanteans were not merely architects and scholars, they were celestial navigators, attuned to the cosmic dance that governed their world. As the chapter unfolds, our protagonist faces challenges from skeptics who dismiss the prophecy as mere folklore. Yet, the resonance between ancient texts and celestial phenomena cannot be ignored. The journey has just begun, and the stakes are higher than ever. The enigmatic prophecy sets the stage for a narrative that will unravel the mysteries of Atlantis and challenge the boundaries of belief and knowledge. Chapter 2. Unveiling Ancient Artifacts. Armed with the revelations from the enigmatic prophecy, our protagonist sets out to explore hidden corners of the world where whispers of Atlantis linger. The quest leads them to an archaeological site shrouded in myth and mystery, the remnants of an Atlantean outpost. Excavations reveal an array of artifacts that defy explanation. Among them, a series of intricately crafted crystal amulets catches the eye. Each amulet bears a unique symbol, and as the protagonist studies them, a pattern emerges. It becomes clear that these symbols are a language that predates any known civilization. The journey to decipher this ancient script becomes a quest within a quest. Expert linguists are consulted, and the protagonist immerses themselves in the study of linguistic evolution. Slowly, the symbols reveal a narrative, a history etched in the crystalline language of Atlantis. The amulets, it turns out, were worn by the guardians of Atlantean knowledge. These individuals were entrusted with preserving the wisdom of the city and ensuring its secrets remained hidden until the time was right. The symbols on the amulets were not just ornate designs. They were a key to unlocking the vast repository of Atlantean knowledge. As the protagonist delves deeper, they discover that each amulet corresponds to a specific branch of knowledge: astronomy, elemental magic, architecture, and more. The guardians were masters of their respective domains, and their combined wisdom formed the backbone of Atlantean society. Yet, with great power came great responsibility. And the guardians were not immune to the allure of forbidden knowledge. A rivalry among them led to a schism that played a pivotal role in Atlantis' downfall. The protagonist unearths ancient texts that recount the internal conflicts, betrayals, and the eventual unleashing of forces that shattered the once mighty city. The chapter concludes with the protagonist holding a crystal amulet, the last of its kind, an artifact that promises to open doors to the heart of Atlantis. As they trace the engraved symbols with their fingers, the whispers of an ancient civilization echo, beckoning them deeper into the enigma that is the legend of Atlantis. Chapter 3: Journey to the Lost City. Armed with the sacred crystal amulet, our protagonist embarks on a perilous journey to the fabled location of Atlantis, guided by ancient maps and cryptic coordinates gleaned from Atlantean artifacts. The quest leads them to the heart of an uncharted ocean, a place where the veil between myth and reality is at its thinnest. As the intrepid explorer sails through uncharted waters, the air becomes charged with a palpable energy. Strange phenomena occur, a play of lights in the sky, mysterious currents that seem to guide the way, and a sense that the very sea itself responds to the presence of an Atlantean relic. Days turn into weeks. As the protagonist sails deeper into the unknown, the crew, a diverse group of experts in various fields, becomes both fascinated and apprehensive. Whispers of ancient curses and sea monsters add an air of tension to the journey. But the pull of the unknown is too strong to resist. At last, a peculiar phenomenon emerges, a circular disturbance in the water, a gateway that defies explanation. The crystal amulet reacts, resonating with the unseen forces around. It becomes clear that this is the fabled entrance to Atlantis, hidden from the world for millennia. The crew, now unified by a shared sense of awe, cautiously passes through the mysterious gateway. As they emerge on the other side, the sight that unfolds is beyond imagination. A sprawling underwater city, bathed in an ethereal glow, reveals itself, the remnants of grand architecture. Once towering structures, now adorned with corals and seaweed, stand as silent witnesses to the city's former glory. As the protagonist explores the submerged streets and squares, they discover murals depicting the city's history, its rise, the flourishing of knowledge, and the eventual cataclysm that sent it to the depths. The crystal amulet seems to guide them, resonating with the remnants of Atlantean magic that linger in the air. The journey to the lost city becomes a communion with the past, a living history that challenges everything known about ancient civilizations. As the protagonist delves deeper into the heart of Atlantis, they realize that the true story of this enigmatic city is far more complex and extraordinary than any legend could convey. Chapter 4: Mysteries of the Crystal Caves. Beneath the foundations of Atlantis lies an intricate network of crystal caves, mysterious chambers that hold the essence of Atlantean magic. As our protagonist ventures deeper into the heart of the submerged city, they discover the entrance to these ethereal caves, their walls shimmering with a soft luminescence. The crystal caves are a testament to the Atlanteans' mastery of elemental magic. Each chamber resonates with a distinct energy: earth, water, fire, and air, all interwoven in a delicate dance. The air is charged with ancient power, and the protagonist can feel the vibrations of a magic that has endured for eons. In the central chamber, a colossal crystal formation pulses with a mesmerizing light. The crystal, known as the Heartstone, is said to be the repository of the city's collective knowledge and the source of Atlantean magic. As the protagonist approaches, the crystal responds, projecting holographic images that depict the city's history, culture, and the events leading to its downfall. The story unfolds the Atlanteans were not just skilled architects and scholars but wielders of elemental forces. The crystal cave served as both a sanctuary and a source of power, channeling the elemental energies that sustain the city. However, the very magic that elevated Atlantis to greatness also became its downfall. The protagonist learns of an ancient ritual, once performed by the Atlantean high priests, to maintain the delicate balance of the elements. The ritual involved a communion with the Heartstone, a pact that ensured the prosperity of Atlantis. However, as corruption seeped into the city, the ritual was distorted, leading to a catastrophic imbalance that ultimately led to the city's demise. Guided by the crystal amulet and the residual magic within the caves, our protagonist endeavors to understand and, if possible, restore the elemental balance. The journey becomes a delicate dance, with forces beyond comprehension as they navigate through the crystal caves, decoding ancient runes and unlocking the secrets that could potentially rewrite the fate of Atlantis. As the chapter concludes, the protagonist stands at the precipice of a decision to restore the elemental balance and preserve the legacy of Atlantis, or face the consequences of wielding powers that once led to the city's downfall. Chapter 5: Guardians of the Atlantean Secrets. The protagonist, now attuned to the pulsating energies of the crystal caves, delves deeper into the mysteries that shroud Atlantis. The crystal amulet resonates with the elemental forces, guiding them towards the Chamber of Guardians, a sacred space where the keepers of Atlantean secrets were said to have once convened. As our explorer steps into the vast chamber, the air thickens with an ancient presence. Statues of majestic figures, their faces carved with a serene wisdom, surround the chamber. These are the guardians, beings chosen to safeguard the knowledge that could reshape destinies. The crystal amulet reacts to the statues, emitting a soft glow that aligns with the energy signatures of each guardian. It becomes apparent that these statues are more than mere representations. They are vessels infused with the essence of those who dedicated their lives to preserving the wisdom of Atlantis. The protagonist, guided by the amulet's glow, approaches each guardian in turn. With a gentle touch, they trigger a series of spectral projections that narrate the tales of these enigmatic figures. Each guardian had specialized knowledge, be it in the arts of elemental magic, ancient languages, or the construction of Atlantean wonders. As the stories unfold, the protagonist learns that the Guardians were not immune to the conflicts that led to Atlantis's downfall. The same internal strife that fractured the city's society also affected these once united keepers of knowledge. Betrayals, rivalries, and the pursuit of forbidden truths played out among them, leaving scars on the collective memory of Atlantis. The crystal amulet, acting as a conduit between the protagonist and the guardians, imparts fragments of their wisdom. The need for unity, the consequences of unchecked ambition, and the delicate balance required to wield Atlantean magic are the lessons embedded in the tales of these ancient protectors. Armed with newfound knowledge, our protagonist faces a pivotal choice to reunite the essences of the Guardians and access the collective wisdom that could reshape the world, or to leave the fractured remnants undisturbed, preserving the enigmatic legacy of Atlantis. As the echoes of the Guardians' stories linger in the chamber, the protagonist contemplates the weight of their decision, aware that the threads of destiny are intertwined with the choices made in the heart of the submerged city. Chapter 6: The Elemental Gateways. The protagonist, having absorbed the wisdom of the guardians, emerges from the chamber with a newfound understanding of the elemental forces that once coursed through Atlantis. Guided by the glowing amulet, their journey now leads to the elemental gateways, a series of mystical portals scattered across the submerged city. Each elemental gateway represents a convergence of energies, a link to the elemental realms that sustained Atlantis. As our explorer approaches the first gateway, the crystal amulet responds, resonating with the elemental magic that lingers within. The air shimmers, and a gateway materializes, a swirling vortex of water that beckons the protagonist into its depths. Stepping through the gateway, the protagonist finds themselves in an underwater realm alive with the essence of water. Aquatic creatures, long thought extinct, glide gracefully through the currents. The gateway serves as a window into the Atlantean connection with the elemental forces, a communion that allowed them to thrive in harmony with the surrounding seas. As our explorer navigates through the watery expanse, they uncover ancient murals that depict the Atlanteans harnessing the power of water for various purposes, from agriculture to transportation. The elemental gateway reveals not only the magic inherent in water, but also the responsibility that came with wielding such forces. The journey continues as the protagonist encounters successive gateways, each representing a different element: earth, fire, and air. In the earth realm, they discover the Atlanteans' ability to shape the landscape, creating sustainable environments that flourished beneath the surface. The fire realm unveils the controlled use of elemental flames, both a source of warmth and a tool for forging Atlantean wonders. The air realm showcases levitation and flight, a testament to the mastery over the invisible currents that surrounded the city. As the protagonist passes through each elemental gateway, they absorb the essence of Atlantean knowledge, gaining insights into the delicate balance required to coexist with the elements. The crystal amulet serves as a conduit, channeling the energies of the gateways and imprinting the elemental wisdom onto the bearer. The elemental gateways become a transformative journey, not only unlocking the secrets of Atlantis, but also empowering the protagonist with a profound connection to the elemental forces. Armed with this newfound understanding, they stand at the precipice of the next phase of their quest, to confront the consequences of wielding such extraordinary powers, and to unravel the final mysteries that lie at the heart of the legend of Atlantis. Chapter 7: Echoes of Atlantis in Modern Times. Armed with the elemental wisdom channeled through the crystal amulet, our protagonist emerges from the elemental gateways, their senses heightened by the harmonious connection with the forces that once shaped Atlantis. Now, the quest takes an unexpected turn as the journey extends beyond the submerged city into the realm of modern civilization. The crystal amulet guides our explorer to places where echoes of Atlantean influence resonate in contemporary societies, hidden within ancient manuscripts and obscured by the sands of time. Atlantean symbols and knowledge have subtly woven themselves into the fabric of various cultures across the globe. In secluded libraries and remote archives, the protagonist uncovers texts that hint at Atlantean influence on languages, architecture, and even technological advancements. The amulet's glow intensifies in the presence of artifacts bearing Atlantean symbols, revealing a hidden thread that connects the legendary city to the modern world. As the protagonist delves into the exploration of these echoes, they encounter individuals who, unbeknownst to them, carry the Atlantean legacy in their veins: scholars, scientists, and artists unknowingly influenced by the ancient city's wisdom. find themselves drawn into the protagonist's quest, becoming unexpected allies in the unraveling tale. The journey leads to enigmatic gatherings, where Atlantean artifacts, long thought lost, resurface in the hands of those who have unknowingly inherited the mantle of guardianship. The crystal amulet acts as a catalyst, awakening dormant memories and forging connections between individuals who share a common ancestry. With the lost civilization, in this chapter, the protagonist grapples with the implications of Atlantis' enduring legacy. They navigate the intricate dance between preserving the ancient wisdom and safeguarding it from those who may exploit its power for nefarious purposes. As the protagonist unearths the hidden ties that bind the past and present, they come face to face with the responsibility that accompanies the knowledge of Atlantis. Echoes of Atlantis in modern times reveal that the legacy of the submerged city is not confined to the pages of history, but continues to shape the destiny of humanity. The crystal amulet, now resonating with both ancient and contemporary energies, becomes a beacon guiding our explorer toward the next phase of their quest, a confrontation with the consequences of Atlantean knowledge in the 21st century. Chapter 8: Underwater Expedition, City of Wonders. Emboldened by the revelations of Atlantis' influence on the modern world, our protagonist refocuses on the submerged city itself. Armed with the resonating crystal amulet and accompanied by a team of experts, they embark on a groundbreaking underwater expedition to unveil the remaining mysteries of Atlantis, the City of Wonders. Diving into the depths where the sun's rays barely reach, the team encounters the surreal beauty of Atlantis. Remnants of grand structures, adorned with Atlantean symbols and surrounded by vibrant marine life, unfold before their eyes. The crystal amulet's glow intensifies as it reacts to the residual energies that linger in the submerged ruins. Guided by the amulet, the team explores forgotten streets, underwater plazas, and remnants of once majestic buildings. Murals and inscriptions on weathered walls tell stories of a society that seamlessly blended magic and technology, achieving feats beyond the comprehension of modern civilization. The protagonist discovers an expansive library, hidden within the city's ruins, a repository of knowledge meticulously preserved. Despite the ravages of time, scrolls and manuscripts, written in the crystalline language of Atlantis, unveil the secrets of advanced sciences, intricate philosophies, and the true purpose of the elemental gateways. As the team delves deeper, they stumble upon an Atlantean observatory, a celestial chamber where the movements of stars and planets were intricately mapped. The crystal amulet, now a conduit for both ancient and contemporary energies, resonates with the celestial patterns, revealing a cosmic connection that transcends the earthly realm. The underwater expedition becomes a journey through time and space, as the protagonist deciphers Atlantean star charts and celestial alignments. The interconnectedness of the city with cosmic forces becomes apparent, hinting at a civilization that sought not only to master the earthly elements, but also to understand the cosmic dance that governed the universe. In this chapter, the protagonist grapples with the profound implications of Atlantis' cosmic knowledge. As the underwater expedition nears its conclusion, the protagonist stands on the cusp of revelations that could redefine humanity's understanding of its place in the cosmos. Chapter 9: The Curse of the Atlantean Relics. The celestial revelations uncovered in the City of Wonders send tremors through the protagonist's understanding of Atlantis. As they navigate the intricate corridors of the underwater observatory, The crystal amulet pulses with a mixture of anticipation and caution, hinting at the complexities of the Atlantean legacy. The scrolls discovered in the observatory speak of a delicate balance between earthly and celestial forces maintained by the Atlanteans. However, a shadow lingers, a curse woven into the very fabric of Atlantean relics. The protagonist learns that the misuse of this cosmic knowledge led to a cataclysmic chain of events, shattering the once mighty city. The curse, it seems, extends beyond the physical realm. It affects the very fabric of destiny, entwining the fate of Atlantis with those who dare to unlock its secrets. As the protagonist grapples with the implications, a choice emerges to break the curse and reshape the narrative of Atlantis, or succumb to the inexorable forces that have plagued the city for millennia. The crystal amulet, now a conduit for the cosmic energies coursing through the underwater observatory, reveals hidden symbols and intricate patterns. These are the keys to understanding the curse and, potentially, breaking its hold on Atlantis and those connected to its legacy. The protagonist, faced with the weight of destiny, embarks on a quest within the observatory. Celestial alignments, intricate rituals, and the harmonious blending of elemental forces become the focus. The crystal amulet guides the way, its glow intensifying as the protagonist unravels the cosmic tapestry that weaves through the fabric of Atlantis. However, the journey is fraught with challenges. The curse manifests as trials, tests of wisdom, courage, and the ability to navigate the delicate dance between earthly desires and cosmic truths. In this chapter, the protagonist faces the dual nature of the Atlantean legacy, a gift of unparalleled wisdom, and a curse that echoes through the corridors of time. The crystal amulet becomes a beacon of hope, guiding them through the celestial labyrinth as they seek to unravel the mysteries that will either break the curse or bind them to the inexorable fate of Atlantis. Chapter 10: Battles in the Forgotten Realm. As the protagonist confronts the trials within the underwater observatory, the crystal amulet pulses with both the weight of destiny and the promise of redemption. Each trial, a reflection of Atlantean history, becomes a battleground where the protagonist must navigate the delicate balance between the celestial and earthly realms. The first trial unfolds in a holographic display, a reenactment of the internal conflicts among the Atlantean high priests, betrayals, misguided ambitions, and the misuse of cosmic knowledge play out before the protagonist's eyes. The crystal amulet reacts to the emotional currents, guiding them to make choices that could reshape the narrative of Atlantis. As the protagonist navigates through subsequent trials, they encounter echoes of Atlantean battles, both physical and metaphysical. The curse, it seems, thrives on unresolved conflicts, and breaking its hold requires not only mastering the cosmic forces, but also addressing the lingering scars of the city's past. The crystal amulet becomes a conduit for reconciliation, channeling the protagonist's intentions into the holographic realm. They confront ancient adversaries, reconcile fractured alliances, and make decisions that echo through the corridors of time. The trials become a journey of self-discovery, a confrontation with the shadows of Atlantis that have haunted the legacy for centuries. The underwater observatory, now a battlefield of cosmic energies and unresolved history, challenges the protagonist to harness the powers bestowed by the elemental gateways. Earth, water, fire, and air converge in a harmonious dance, resonating with the celestial forces that governed Atlantis. The crystal amulet, aglow with the mastery of elements, becomes the fulcrum upon which the fate of Atlantis pivots. In this chapter, The protagonist faces battles not only against external adversaries, but also against the internal struggles that mirror the conflicts that led to Atlantis' downfall. The crystal amulet, now a beacon of unity, seeks to break the curse by forging a new destiny, one that transcends the echoes of ancient battles and opens a path to redemption. As the trials reach their climax, the protagonist stands at the threshold of a revelation that could either seal Atlantis' fate or herald a new era for the enigmatic city. Chapter 11: The Key to Atlantis, a Lost Language. As the protagonist emerges victorious from the battles in the underwater observatory, the crystal amulet's glow intensifies, signifying the breaking of the curse's shackles that bound Atlantis for centuries. Yet, a lingering mystery remains. An ancient language, once spoken by the Atlanteans, emerges as the final piece in the enigmatic puzzle. Guided by the resonating amulet, our explorer embarks on a quest to decipher the lost language of Atlantis. Ancient scrolls, hidden within the observatory's depths, reveal symbols and glyphs that defy conventional linguistic understanding. The crystal amulet, now imbued with the energies of the elemental gateways and the celestial revelations, reacts to the intricate patterns of the Atlantean language. The protagonist assembles a team of linguists, historians, and scholars from various corners of the globe. Together, they embark on a linguistic journey, decoding the symbols etched on the scrolls. The lost language of Atlantis proves to be a complex tapestry, weaving together elemental sigils, celestial glyphs, and the resonance of the crystal amulet itself. As the linguistic puzzle unfolds, the team discovers that the Atlantean language is not just a means of communication. It is a key to unlocking dormant powers within the crystal amulet. Certain combinations of symbols resonate with the amulet's energies, activating latent abilities that go beyond the realms of conventional understanding. The protagonist, now fluent in the lost language, experiments with the amulet's newfound powers. It becomes a tool to manipulate elemental forces, communicate with celestial realms, and even glimpse into the threads of destiny. The lost language, once a barrier, now becomes a bridge between the earthly and the divine. In this chapter, the protagonist's quest for linguistic understanding takes unexpected turns. As they delve into the intricacies of the Atlantean script, the crystal amulet, now a vessel for the lost language's potency, becomes a key that unlocks doors to hidden realms and dormant abilities. As the protagonist grapples with the implications of this linguistic revelation, they realize that the lost language of Atlantis is not just a means of communication. It is the final piece in a cosmic puzzle that connects the city's past with its potential future. Chapter 12: In Pursuit of the Timeless Knowledge. Armed with the knowledge of the lost language and the awakened potential of the crystal amulet, our protagonist embarks on a new phase of the quest to pursue the timeless knowledge that transcends the boundaries of conventional understanding. The lost language becomes a key to unlocking hidden chambers within the City of Wonders, where the most profound secrets of Atlantis lie dormant. Guided by the resonating amulet, the protagonist discovers a hidden library within the submerged city. Its shelves adorned with scrolls written in the Atlantean language. Each scroll contains a fragment of the timeless knowledge, an amalgamation of cosmic insights, celestial prophecies, and the accumulated wisdom of Atlantean sages. As the protagonist immerses themselves in the scrolls, the crystal amulet reacts to the resonance of the lost language, enhancing their comprehension and allowing them to absorb the profound truths encoded within. The timeless knowledge speaks of the interconnectedness of all things, the cyclical nature of existence, and the cosmic patterns that govern not only Atlantis, but the entire universe. The scrolls unveil Atlantean understanding of time as a fluid continuum, where past, present, and future coalesce into a seamless tapestry. The crystal amulet, now attuned to the timeless knowledge, enables the protagonist to glimpse into the threads of destiny, foreseeing potential outcomes and understanding the intricacies of fate. Yet, with this newfound understanding comes a burden, the responsibility to wield the timeless knowledge with wisdom and humility. The protagonist grapples with the implications of knowing the cosmic tapestry, aware that altering one thread could send ripples through the fabric of reality. In this chapter, the quest for timeless knowledge becomes a journey into the very essence of existence. The crystal amulet, now a conduit for both the lost language and the cosmic insights of Atlantis, transforms the protagonist into a seeker of truths that transcend the boundaries of mortal understanding. As the protagonist stands on the precipice of profound revelations, they must decide how to wield the timeless knowledge, whether to reshape destiny or to tread courtier sly, acknowledging the delicate balance between the powers bestowed by the crystal amulet and the responsibility that comes with possessing the keys to Atlantis's deepest secrets. Chapter 13: The Rising Tides and Ancient Wisdom. With the timeless knowledge embedded within the scrolls, and the resonating power of the crystal amulet, the protagonist faces a world transformed. The lost language of Atlantis has become a living bridge between the earthly and the celestial, and the quest evolves into a delicate dance with destiny. As our explorer delves deeper into the timeless knowledge, a prophecy emerges, one that foretells the rising tides of change, and the role the crystal amulet will play in shaping the course of destiny. The protagonist realizes that their journey is intricately woven into the cosmic patterns, and the choices they make will reverberate through the annals of time. Guided by the amulet, the protagonist ventures beyond the submerged city, traversing ancient landscapes and celestial realms. The lost language becomes a tool to navigate the currents of fate, and the crystal amulet pulses with an energy that resonates with the rising tides of change. As the protagonist encounters diverse cultures and civilizations touched by the echoes of Atlantis, they share the timeless knowledge, fostering a collective awakening. The lost language becomes a unifying force, transcending linguistic and cultural barriers, and the crystal amulet becomes a symbol of unity, a beacon of ancient wisdom, guiding humanity towards a harmonious future. Yet, the rising tides also bring challenges. Forces that resist the cosmic changes seek to disrupt the delicate balance achieved through centuries of Atlantean revelations. The protagonist faces adversaries who covet the power of the crystal amulet for their own ambitions, threatening to plunge the world into chaos. In this chapter, the protagonist grapples with the responsibility of safeguarding the timeless knowledge while navigating the turbulent currents of change. The crystal amulet, now a vessel for ancient wisdom and a catalyst for transformation, becomes a talisman against the impending storm. As the rising tides of destiny unfold, the protagonist stands at the crossroads of ancient prophecies and contemporary challenges, their resolve tested by the evolving cosmic forces that govern the destiny of Atlantis and the world beyond. Chapter 14: Celestial Convergence. The rising tides of destiny propel the protagonist into the heart of a celestial convergence, a moment foretold by the Atlantean scrolls and encoded within the crystal amulet. As the world stands on the precipice of transformation, the protagonist realizes that their journey is intricately linked to a cosmic alignment that occurs once in millennia, guided by the resonating amulet. The protagonist embarks on a pilgrimage to sacred sites around the globe, each location marked by ancient monuments and celestial significance, becomes a focal point for the impending convergence. The lost language serves as a beacon, unlocking hidden chambers and revealing celestial patterns that align with the prophecy. As the protagonist navigates the convergence, they encounter individuals touched by the energies of Atlantis, bearers of ancient legacies, guardians of elemental wisdom, and scholars of celestial mysteries. The crystal amulet, now radiant with the combined essence of the lost language and the timeless knowledge, connects with these kindred spirits, forging alliances that transcend the boundaries of time and space. The convergence reaches its zenith as the protagonist stands at the nexus of celestial energies. The crystal amulet resonates with the cosmic forces, unlocking powers that go beyond the earthly realm. The lost language, spoken in unison by those attuned to the celestial convergence, becomes a harmonious melody that echoes through the cosmos. As the protagonist gazes upon the celestial spectacle, visions of Atlantean prophecies manifest, the rising tides, the dance of elemental forces, and the cosmic patterns converge into a tapestry of transcendental beauty. The crystal amulet becomes a conduit for the celestial energies, and the protagonist, now a vessel for ancient wisdom, stands as a witness to the rebirth of Atlantis and the cosmic currents. In this chapter, the celestial convergence becomes a moment of profound revelation, where the protagonist's journey intersects with the cosmic design of Atlantis. The crystal amulet, radiant with celestial energies, becomes a catalyst for the awakening of ancient powers, setting in motion a sequence of events that will redefine the destiny of Atlantis and the world it once inhabited. As the celestial convergence unfolds, the protagonist must navigate the intricacies of the cosmic forces at play, aware that the choices made in this pivotal moment will shape the future of the enigmatic city and the legacy of Atlantis. Chapter 15: The Resurgence of Atlantis. In the aftermath of the celestial convergence, the protagonist stands amidst the transformed landscape, where the energies of Atlantis have intertwined with the celestial currents. The crystal amulet, now a beacon of radiant power, pulsates with the harmonious blend of elemental, celestial, and timeless energies. The lost language, once a mysterious script, now resonates as a universal tongue, a medium through which ancient wisdom flows seamlessly across cultures and civilizations. The protagonist, having become a conduit for the Atlantean legacy, embarks on a mission to share the newfound knowledge, fostering unity and understanding among diverse societies. The resurgence of Atlantis is not a return to the past, but a transcendence into a new era. The crystal amulet, now a symbol of enlightenment, becomes a relic that bridges the ancient with the contemporary. Cities around the world adopt Atlantean-inspired architecture. Languages incorporate elements of the lost script, and the legacy of Atlantis weaves itself into the tapestry of global cultures. The protagonist, accompanied by allies forged during the journey, establishes centers of learning dedicated to Atlantean wisdom. The crystal amulet, now revered as a conduit to higher knowledge, becomes a centerpiece in these sanctuaries of enlightenment. Scholars, seekers, and curious minds converge to delve into the mysteries of Atlantis, guided by the teachings embedded in the lost language. As the protagonist shares the timeless knowledge with the world, they also encounter challenges. Forces that resisted the transformation seek to exploit the power of the crystal amulet for their own ends. The protagonist, now a guardian of the Atlantean legacy, faces adversaries who seek to wield the ancient powers without understanding the responsibilities that accompany such profound insights. In this concluding chapter, the protagonist must navigate the complexities of a world touched by Atlantis' resurgence. The crystal amulet, once a catalyst for personal discovery, now becomes a beacon that guides humanity toward a future where ancient wisdom and contemporary knowledge coexist in harmony. As the legacy of Atlantis takes root in the collective consciousness, the protagonist reflects on the transformative journey, a quest that began with a legend and culminated in the resurgence of an enigmatic city that transcends the boundaries of time. The legend of Atlantis lives on, not as a distant myth, but as a living testament to the enduring power of knowledge, unity, and the cosmic forces that shape the destiny of humanity. Thanks for watching.